Hey guys, it is the start of another wonderful week, and today is no different than any of the days that we have been doing recently. We are going to start and continue our day with our affirmation. So, we are still saying our affirmation 3 times a day in whatever power pose speaks the most to you. So, that is still what you need to be doing, and we're going to be continuing to do this for the rest of the challenge. And we're going to really start diving into the things that you can start implementing in your everyday life now that's going to start making the transition of getting back into horses, dealing with the hecticness of life, the chaos, the juggling, all of the things, feeling overwhelmed, exhausted. You can't make, you almost just get to the point where you just try not to care. You care, but you try not to because you feel a little lost in the direction. So, the first thing I want to talk about this week is trying to make your life a little bit easier to alleviate that sense of overwhelm that I just don't have time to ride. I think a lot of us, we feel that there are other things more important. Okay, maybe we don't think that, but we feel deep down that's how it is. And so that's how we let life be. For example, I have a hard time getting out to my horses when I feel like my house is actually, torn apart. If I feel like I need to be doing all of this house cleaning, that let's say I'm behind for the past few days, I finally get a beautiful day out there. And instead of taking advantage of the beautiful day, I feel like I should be cleaning because I've been behind. Maybe you can relate to that, maybe not. The same, and the same thing goes with even with work, or with the farm, or I know like my husband deals with it sometimes, where he's got this project he's trying to work on, he gets a beautiful day, and I know he'll feel torn that he should be working, to try to catch up, to do all the things, when instead of seizing the moment and actually going out there and riding. And I think it's something that we can all relate to. So one of the things that I have learned, and it has been by far the most helpful thing, honestly, I could say it's been about the most helpful thing to start implementing in my life to actually get me the time to ride. And it's not creating more time, because we're all, we all have the same clock. We all only get 24 hours a day, but it's simply learning how to be efficient. So I know in the past you might have heard me talk about time blocking. And maybe you think that it's silly. Maybe you think scheduling is silly. Maybe you think lists are silly. I don't know. I had heard of this for a while, but honestly, I had kind of been ignoring it. I had kind of been feeling like that's not going to work for me. Nothing's going to work for me. I'm just going to plug away at it and do what I do the best the way that I know how. And I didn't really ever give it an honest shot. And then I did. And I was actually really floored with how effective it was. So today, what I want you to do is we're going to start writing down basically a week's schedule. So I'm going to be adding on a portion of a video here when I'm done talking here. I'm going to edit it in. I had somebody come into my Equine Connection coaching group, and she talked to us about how to really learn how to schedule our time better so we can actually do the fun things, the self-care, the stuff that we really want to do, but we often don't. So I'm going to add this into the end, but basically today you're going to be focusing on, writing down your basic household chores. I'm not talking about deep cleaning here. I'm talking about, tidying the house, vacuuming, mopping, cleaning the bathrooms, doing laundry, doing the dishes, all this kind of stuff, like the basics that kind of have to happen to make your house functional. I'm not talking about organizing closets or pulling out your dishwasher so you can clean underneath of it or anything crazy like that. So write down a general list and try to do your best to divide your tasks along the week. So you don't want to have to feel like you have to do all of your house cleaning all in one day. To me, that crippled me because I felt so overwhelmed that I was never going to get it all done that I wouldn't even start. But when I started doing things, so on Monday, let's say I do my floors and I focus on laundry. On Tuesday, I focus on the bathrooms and tidying up the bedrooms. On Wednesday, I do da da da. And I really try to spread it out to make it feel like you can actually accomplish it. Accomplishable. That's I don't is that even a word? I don't even know if that's a word. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. Because when you try to do too much all of the time, you're going to feel overwhelmed. And when you see it written down during the week, it's going to allow your head more free space. So if you've noticed all of last week, it was about getting rid of all the negativity in your head, writing it down to allow more room for growth and love and compassion and all those amazing, beautiful things. But when you're overwhelmed, your head is also going to be bogged down with all of this stuff, these invisible lists in your head of all these things that you need to handle and take care of. Because let's face it, you're a busy person, but then there's so much mumbo jumbo in your head that it's really hard to actually focus and do the things. Or when you do focus on doing the things, let's say your job is to focus on cleaning your bedroom, and you find some stuff in there that's from your kids' room, and so halfway through cleaning your room, you go to your kids' room to drop this off, and then you see your kids' room is a mess. So then you're like, oh my gosh, I should pick up all this dirty laundry. And so you pick it all up, and then the basket's full, and then you're like, well, I guess I better start a load of laundry. And then you go and you're starting a load of laundry, and then you see wherever your laundry room is messy, so then you start tidying that up. And so basically you've just done tiny bits of jobs all over the house, but at the end of the day, you're not going to feel like you accomplished anything. So when you start actually writing down your tasks and then time blocking, so what time blocking, how that fits into it is you're going to write down however much time that you need. And I recommend that you don't go crazy, as in like, I'm going to spend 2 hours cleaning my bedroom today. 2 hours is a lot of time. Whereas if you were to pick, let's say, half an hour and literally mute your phone, turn it off, put on music, no TV, but maybe some music if it helps get you, if you like cleaning to music, and no distractions. If you have stuff that needs to leave the room, just make a pile at it by the door that you can then put it to the designated area when you're done. So those 30 minutes, you will be shocked. I almost guarantee it. You will be shocked at how much you can actually do in those 30 minutes when you are not fluttering around, trying to do all of the things all at the same time, trying to make appointments, trying to answer the text messages coming in on your phone, trying to keep up to date on Facebook, all of those things. When you actually focus on a task, your brain is powerful, you are powerful, and you are going to get way more done in way less time. So while you are making this list, if you want to be ambitious and kind of write down all of the things during the week, you can. I'm going to provide you a PDF that's basically going to be blocks of like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And you can write down all of your chores. You can write down, the must do daily activities. Are you driving your kid to school? Is there a doctor's appointment that day? Are you getting groceries this day? All of those things, so that it helps you remember and stay on track. Because again, if you actually start writing it down, it gives you more free space in your brain. And then you start time blocking and doing all the things that would normally, maybe get you overwhelmed. You don't feel like you have the time. And then you're going to start noticing that you're going to have actual more time, or you've just redirected your time in all reality to get out to the horses. Write them in Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday. Or maybe you just want to do horsey time on the weekend. So then you can focus all week on all the things that you need to get done, to then have the weekend to feel good about your house, feel good about all the amazing things that you did. And then you can have the weekend for all your fun stuff. It's actually scientifically proven, when you write stuff down with a pen on paper and you're scratching things down off the list that you've accomplished, that it actually helps your emotions. It releases all those good, happy hormones, because you see what you wanted to do, and you see what you've actually done. And it's really, really powerful. Take care, guys.